Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And today we have some question that we should answer. So, number one is, what is the connection between faith and morality? Faith and morality are deeply interconnected in many religious traditions, particularly in Islam. Faith or iman provides the foundation for a person's action and attitudes, motivating them to adhere to ethical principles and moral behavior. A strong faith inspires an individual to act with integrity, compassion, justice, and humility, reflecting their commitment to teaching of Allah. Morality, in turn, is seen as the practical manifestation of faith. Without moral conduct, faith can be considered incomplete or considered. For example, the Quran and Hadiths repeatedly emphasize honesty, charity, and kindness as essential components of a faithful life. So the question number two is, who is the poor in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter? The poor in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter are those who may have performed good deeds during their lifetime but fail to uphold justice and refrain from harming others. The Prophet Muhammad explained in Hadith, "Do you know who the bankrupt is?" The companions replied, "The bankrupt among us is the one who has neither money nor property." The Prophet said, "The bankrupt of my ummah is the one who comes on the day of judgment with prayers, fasting, and authority, but he has insulted someone, falsely accused someone, consumed someone's food unlawfully, shed someone's blood, and beaten someone. Their good deed will be taken away and given to those they wrong. If their good deeds run out, the sins of those they wrong will be transferred to them, and they will be thrown into hell." Says true poverty lies in failing to preserve one's good deeds by committing injustice. So the question number three is, what are the characteristics of a hypocrite? So the Quran and Hadith describe the characteristic of hypocrite and munafiqun in both faith and behavior. Key traits include dishonesty, deceptiveness in faith, the laziness in worship, double dealing, and fear of exposure. Question number four is, what will happen to the person who perform all form of worship but doesn't know their significance? A person who performs worship without understanding its significance may fail to derive its true spiritual and moral benefits. The worship might become a mere ritual rather than a transformative act. The Quran warned against mechanical worship without reflection. So, who to those who pray but are heedless of their prayer? Surah Al-Ma'un, verse 4 to 5. Such acts may not bring the person closer to Allah or improve their character, which is one of the primary purpose of worship. For instance, salah or prayer is meant to dether a person from immoral acts. Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 45. But this is only achieved when the person understands and internalize its meaning and objective. So, question number five is, explain the following hadith. Modesty and faith are twins. One who gives up, one has to lose the other two. This hadith emphasizes the inseparable relationship between modesty or haya and faith or iman. Modesty is a quality that reflects a believer awareness of Allah's presence and their accountability in both private and public action. It includes decency in dress, behavior, speech, and thought. Faith nurture modesty by reminding believer of their responsibilities toward Allah and others, while modesty reinforces faith by protecting a person from sin and arrogance. Question number six is: when is our worship regarded as useful for us as well as for others? Our worship is considered useful for ourselves and others when it transforms our character, includes sincerity or ikhlas, encourage social responsibility, promote peace and harmony, and is performed with understanding. So maybe that all for talks today, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.